Senior TLC is a program that offers head-to-toe services for seniors to help them stay in the community. It's really a great resource, and it is really not well known in the community, and so that is part of what we're trying to do, is to get the word out. Sometimes we explain it like it's a net. The family needs services, and there are some kind of holes that needs to be filled in, and Senior TLC and PACE helps to fill those holes to help the whole family. So dementia is an umbrella term. There's about 100 different types of dementia, and they're all up under that umbrella. So normally when you get a dementia diagnosis, it is not specific to Alzheimer's or Lewy body or vascular dementia. Usually they don't know what type of dementia it is. Before I even knew anything about dementia or Alzheimer's, I had an aunt who suffered from the disease. None of the family would care for her, so it fell on my mother and my father. My mother went to sleep one day, and my aunt decided, who had always sat in the same chair all day long, decided when my mother went to sleep to get up and go in the kitchen and cook her something. So she put a cast iron pot on the stove, turned it on, and went back in the living room and sat down. This is part of what dementia does. It robs you of the cues for you to be safe. So as she was sitting in the inside with all this smoke billowing, she didn't know to get up. It was a neighbor that called the fire department. And so I've been kind of on a mission to learn as much as I can about the disease since then. I think probably the most important thing is that that person still has the same feelings that you and I have. They just have a diseased brain, and they will not be able to communicate it in the same way that we communicate it. If somebody that has a diagnosis is feeling lonely or depressed, it might come out with yelling or wandering because they're trying to find and fill that void. We, with healthy brains, would call a friend, get in the car and go have lunch with someone. They can't do that. One of the compliments that I hear regularly about Senior TLC is just how we care. We listen, we take time. The goal of going into a home and presenting information about Senior TLC, the goal should be to get them enrolled in the program, but that's not really what our goal is. Our goal is to make sure that we talk to that person, find out what they need, even if we're not the service that they need, to know about the other services in the community to offer those as well. Another service that our resource that Senior TLC offers is our nurse practitioners and our registered nurses also go into the home if need be. There are resources that you don't know about, and we're going to try to make that not the case anymore. There is help for you. If you're not sure if you need help, reach out to us anyway. We can help you determine those factors. It's better to have something in place now when you don't really need it than to need it and not have anything in place. I think the one thing I say about Senior TLC and PACE is that this is probably the best job I've ever had. There's nothing like helping people in your community. I'm a big community advocate. It's nothing like helping your people in your community.
This segment of QC Morning was sponsored by Senior TLC.